didn't have an intro because this is my first video, and it's also like a first impression of this palette, so let's just jump right in. I did my eyebrows off camera using the Bang Beauty Cosmetics gel liner in the color chocolate with this Milani brush. I'm starting off by using the Fit Me concealer in the shade Ivory as an eyeshadow primer and blending it with this tiny Real Technique sponge. By the name of this title, I'm using the TooFaced Pretty Rich palette and starting by putting the shade It's Designer on my brow bone and just dragging that down to my lids. Now, going with the shade Oh That's Rich, I'm putting it all over the crease first and then blending it with the fluffy brush. As you can see, it's really hard to blend and the pigmentation is not really there. I know it looks crazy right now, but it will come together. So now going with this lighter shade, it's Cashmere, and putting it a little above the dark brown color and blending all that together. I usually don't do this technique with the concealer, but I decided to do it on this look since apparently these shades are not that pigmented after all. For my lids, I'm using the shade Set the Jewel Tone with a small flat brush. It's such a pretty color, but as you can see, the color payoff isn't that great. Maybe you're supposed to use it with your fingers for this, because when I swatched it at the store, they were really pigmented and I just had to pack it on like a million times so this color could show. But I'm using the brush either way. Since it's a holiday look, I wanted to use glitter, and so I'm going with the shade Diamonds for Breakfast. Since it's a pressed glitter, I use my pinky finger to put this on top of the previous shade, but not dragging it down to my lids since I still want that blue to show. Now for my wing, I'm using the Sephora liquid eyeliner in black. This has been my holy grail for a while now. I love it so much. It's very matte and it dries very quick. For primer, I'm using the Versali Unicorn Essence Serum. And for foundation, I'm using the Fit Me Matte Foundation in the shade 118 Light Beige and applying it with a small brush, then blending it out with the Equal 2 sponge. Oh, and I almost forgot. For lashes, I'm using the Miss 3D Lash in the style M811, I think. Now to brighten up my eyes, I'm using the LA Girl Pro Conceal Concealer in the shade Yellow Corrector. And now using the Fit Me concealer under my eyes, the T-zone and chin, and blending that with a sponge. Now I'm using the Fenty Beauty stick in Mocha and I'm contouring and blending all of that. I'm using the Laura Mercier translucent powder to set the places where I put the concealer. And for bronzer, I'm using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade Bronzer. For blush, I'm using this Wet n Wild in the shade Fantastic Plastic Pink. And now for my favorite part of doing my makeup is using highlighter, and this is the best highlighter ever, which is the ABH Amrezy highlighter. And using this Maybelline waterproof eyeliner for my waterline.
Yes.
For my lower lash line, I'm using the same shades I used at the top and the glitter shade in my inner corner. For my lower lashes, I'm using the Roller Lash by Benefits. Now to line my lips, I'm using the BH Cosmetics liner in the color Stripped and this Anastasia lip gloss in the shade Undressed. And I'm using a disposable lip wand because I use this for other people as well, so you don't contaminate the product.
Oh my gosh.
And to top it off, I'm using the Milani Keep It Full lip gloss. It doesn't have a name because my son took it off, but I remember the color and it's in 01 Champagne. And to set my face, I'm using the Urban Decay De-Slick Oil Control Setting Spray. And this is the completed look.